So I woke up this morning, day off, and I knew that I need to get a haircut. So I'm gonna go to the city, to the place where I used to live. Now I moved house, and yesterday I took this out from the library. So this is Vincent van Gogh, and this book collects all his letters. And this is very important for me because for some reason, I don't know why, but during the pandemic, during the lockdown, I decided to read the letters and read it up. So it was usually part of the episodes you could see. And now and it was so difficult to get it on the internet. I searched for it, searched for it, and I couldn't find it. And then I was in the library and I saw this, the full collection of every single surviving letters from Van Gogh, and I said, okay, let's take it home. And as you can see, there is this paper. It's a piece of paper. I folded it in half and I put it to page 21, so I know where I'm at in the book. And when I looked at the piece of paper and I said, no, this, I shouldn't use just a piece of paper to this book. I knew that I need to buy this book and have it on my shelf. So I looked it up. It was in quite reasonable price, and that's it. I need to have it on my shelf, on my bookshelf, because this symbolizes the time, the months and months and months I spent in lockdown. And this is a very important time for me because I kind of thought that I'm going to spend all my life in one industry, and then what happened is that basically that industry sort of ended, and then I needed to, you know, find another place, another industry to work in, to like pay the bills and things like that. And it went rather smoothly. Well, I was suffering for like half a year because it was a completely different job than I got used to, but still, yeah. And we can kind of say that this book was right there, so this is very important for me. So anyway, today I went to do my haircut, and after that I had appointment to sit down with one of my friends, have a coffee and stuff. And but between the haircut and between the coffee, I had several hours, and I decided to walk in the city. So I went to a place called Hoxton because the person I was meeting used to live in Hoxton, and he told me that how great the place is. So I decided just to walk around. The first thing I noticed that you can walk, it's a very residential area. There are no shops, there's nothing there, because basically you have the canals. This is like small artificial rivers. They used to they used it for transporting purposes. They were transporting goods, you know, with horses. The horses were pulling these boats on the canal boats. And basically, you know, this is very good, very green energy, you know, green thing, because they didn't use any fuel, any electricity. And we still have those canals. A couple of weeks ago in June, we went on one of the canal boat tours. And yeah, if you're in London, you should definitely do one of those tours. So I was walking around in Hoxton. That used to be a very good place to live. I remember that if someone said that, oh, I live in Hoxton, then I knew that yes, this person's supposed to have a very good job if you can afford to live in Hoxton. Now, but that was years and years ago. Now, today I was walking there and I said, the very first thing I noticed that there are no shops. So you need to deliver everything to your house or the shopping, or you need to walk quite a long distance. And you know, I have a day off. I can walk hours and hours and hours, no problem, because I enjoy it, especially if I do it in a city I really like and find very interesting. But you know, to do it every single day, this is not really easy. So I'm not sure if I would move there ever, to Hoxton. Finally, I find a place to buy some drinks. I decided to buy Dr. Peppers because I don't know, some stupid thing. I could buy any kind of sort of sugary soda stuff, but I decided to have Dr. Peppers because whenever I have day off, I always think about going to the cinema, and in the cinema I always had Dr. Peppers when I was slightly younger. So I went there, I bought it. It was 85p. So I went to the counter, I give it to them, and I ask, because you kinda need to ask if it's not the shop is not part of a big chain, then it's a good idea, even in 2023, to ask if you can pay with card. And the gentleman said, he was from South Asia, he said that no, no, there is a limit, it's £2. And immediately an East European joke came to my mind, and it sounds like this. I'm going to tell you the joke now. So it's like a man goes to a small corner shop and said something very simple, like a loaf of bread. Can I please have a loaf of bread? And the lady at the counter said, okay, and anything else, please? And the man becomes very angry. So when he came in, he was like he had a natural face, gestures, everything. And then when the lady asked in a very natural voice that, is there anything else, please? Then the man becomes like very angry, you know, the face goes red, and he slams his finger on the counter and says something one word very rude. It's like, oh, if you force it like that, if you pushing it right, that okay, then I have a bottle of vodka. And this came to my mind like straight away when the guy said, oh no, the limit is £2, then you can pay with your card. So immediately I said, okay, give me a bottle of vodka. And I said, and then I realized that his face, that it's very Eastern European joke. They don't have this kind of jokes here in London. And I said, okay, give me a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, it was so good. This joke came to my mind, and it was good. You know, it's yeah. So I bought that one. That was good. This joke was good. I always, it's a classic.